This is a copy of my brand new children's book, The Miraculous Busy Billy. And this story details where a bee named Billy is pretty much faced with a lot of criticism in his hive. This is my dedication here to my grandmother and also to all the young kids out there that are going through similar situations that Billy has gone through. And pretty much he has been able to develop and maintain a strong spiritual connection with the Most High, which he has joked and mocked for. But it's by way of this connection when the beaver hive is in trouble, it's Billy who has to step in to save the day. And he does that by, like I said, asking the angels to forgive everyone in his beehive. And he also brings others to spirituality as well to pray, just as he's done. So I feel this is a great book that will encourage and inspire children to continue to being their most authentic selves and being faithful and obedient to the Most High when faced with adversity. This is a great and positive read for your children. A great way to introduce spirituality to them. So make sure you go ahead and check out my book. It's available on Amazon for purchase via my website and my YouTube. Thank you, and I hope you and your kids enjoy. Be blessed. Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. In today's message, what I wanted to go over is, I tell you guys all the time, when you choose to move in your purpose, it's really like a self-fulfilling journey that you embark on. You know what I'm saying? Because you are releasing yourself from self-imposed restrictions that's once had you in your mind, holding you back and keeping you delayed and keeping you stagnant because you felt like maybe at once upon a time, someone like me isn't capable of inspiring people, or someone like me isn't capable of changing my life. Someone like me, I don't have the ability, to manifest my dreams into a reality. I don't have anyone supporting me, so it can't happen. I'm not beautiful enough, so no one is going to accept me. I'm not smart enough, so no one is going to listen to what I'm saying. But when you choose to move with God, and I always tell you, no matter if you feel unworthy, no matter how people make you feel unworthy, no matter who go up against you, when God has a plan for you, he's going to make sure that that plan is executed. They counted you out, but God counted you in. And the other day, I had wrote it down about this man who builds this lemonade stand for himself, right? This is a ex-felon, who is a single father. And so, you know how tough it is, like I said, when you're coming out of the system and trying to find stability for yourself. Is not easy when people are sitting out here judging you. So again, that's all the judgment that you had to receive because of past mistakes that you made, right? So this person was finding it hard to find employment. So what he did was he became a entrepreneur, built this lemonade stand. And like I said, he always, every day, come rain, snow, any type of, situation that probably occurred or would arise, he made sure that he was there and that he showed up every day. And he encountered people from all walks of life, from different backgrounds. These people, like I said, could have been entrepreneurs like himself, businessmen, businesswomen. Some of them could have been, dancers, exotic dancers. Like I said, no judgment. He encountered people from all walks of life. So every day he would show up. Maybe it'll be one day he'll probably run up on $700, or he'll run up on, a significant amount of money. Other days may be slower than others. He may not make anything, but he still shows up. Same time, same amount of hours, every day he shows up. And what he and his thought process is, I'm instilling in my son the need to be consistent in everything that you do. Make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, that you have a passion for it, and that not only that, you're putting God first before everything that you do. Because in him showing up, even at times that he's not turning up, making a profit, he's showing his son everything isn't about money. Money is the root of all evil. That is not what is driving me. What's driving me is moving in my purpose. And also what he does is when he encounters these people, he's talking to them. So it may be something, where he's probably encountering like a young female and telling her how she should value herself, that her body is a temple. And maybe even in certain situations, maybe some of these women have made passes on him because he's, handsome, he looks good. But he's telling them, I'm looking for a wife. I ain't looking for no, pastime, good time, short-term situation. I'm looking for a wife. And maybe some of these women would be like, well, I'm wife material. I look good. I'm going to make you look good. I'm going to make you money. I'm going to make you money. You my king. You my this. And I'm like, I appreciate what you're saying. But at the same time, I can't appreciate how you carry yourself, though. And so there, like I said, in him showing himself, there's so much that you could take from it. It's like he'll come across other people, maybe a group of young men, and he'll tell them, hey, sitting on that corner, I see y'all every day. I set up my lemonade stand. Y'all on that corner. I already know what y'all doing, man. I've been there, done that. That's not where it's at. You're going to end up just like me. And I don't want you to end up like me. I want you to be better than me. You see my son here? I take my son with me every time. Every day I bring him to work with me. Because I want him to show, even though my daddy, like I said, he going to see his daddy, I may not have everything. I may be broke. But my son going to be rich. He going to be rich with knowledge. He going to be rich in wisdom. He going to be rich in spirit. And that's fulfilling to him. That's more fulfilling to him than making a profit. And he's instilling in his son these fundamental values, to have just as a man, and how you should carry yourself in this world, how you should treat others, the mindset that you should have. And maybe, like I said, there's different people, like I said, that come across and see this man set up, and they'll say little things like, you ain't nobody. You sitting up here trying to talk to people, and you ain't even got your affairs in order. And one day, there's a businessman that presents this opportunity to him and say, I want to be a potential, I want to be an investor, a silent partner, and I want to, establish your brand. I want to make it global. I want us to go global. I want you to be, by the time I'm through with you, you're going to be a household name. And so this person accepts, the man accepts the opportunity. And the son is just ecstatic. He's just so happy. He's like, Daddy, our life going to be so much different. We're going to have a bigger house, huh? We're going to have this. And he said, but son, that's not why I took the opportunity. I do want a better life for you. But also I took it because I want you to see the rewards of you being obedient, of you keeping your faith, of you being humble, of you being consistent in everything that you do. And what he tells his son is, God was watching me. That's why he sent that man to take our business to the next level. And what he means by God was watching him is, God will test your faith. I tell you that all the time when you're on this journey. The road to success, this was a long one, and long, enduring, painful journey that you were on. And you put in time, you put in work, you put in effort. And sometimes it went unnoticed, it went unheard. And you felt like, I'm putting in all this effort, I'm putting all this time, it's not going nowhere. My situation is not improving. But then you got to the point where you said, you know what, instead of complaining, I'm going to make something of myself. I'm going to keep pushing until I see results. I'm going to keep putting God first until I, continuously work on myself, and I heal and I grow and I elevate. I know that he's going to open up a door of opportunity for me, and I'm going to keep my faith. And even when he opens up that door, I'm still going to keep my faith. And I'm still going to be humble, and I'm still going to be consistent. So this God will sit up here and he will test your faith and see how long are you going to continue to call on me, even when the things that you're asking me for, I do not deliver it on your time. How long are you going to continue to pray to me, to believe in me, to trust and know that I have a bigger plan for you, and that I'm going to come through for you when it's the right time, even though you probably need me right now. And so the time that it takes you, like I said, to heal, that took time, however long that it took, even if you're still going through that process right now. But in him coming through for you, it's insane. Like, okay, you took time to heal, you took time to learn the lessons. Now I can sit up here and now I can bring to you what it is that you're deserving of. I can bring to you what it is that I want you to have. I can bring your blessings in now. I can bring this abundance in now. I can bring this success in now. I can bring this love in now. And see, when he brings, it's going to be in a short time period. So that's why it felt like you were suffering, you was going through these things for so long. And it's like when God started bringing in things, it was coming in like quick. You didn't have to wait for it. It was coming in quick. Like right after you learned, it was like the next week you already getting called for an interview. The next month you already moving into a new home. The following week after that, you got a new car. You get what I'm saying? The turnaround time, it was like back to back for the blessings. But it took time for you to do what? For you to heal. It took time for you to change, for you to grow, for you to transition. So it's so much that, like I said, you can learn from this investor and coming along this person's path and saying, you know what, I want to be a blessing to you. Let me invest into your business and take it to the next level. That was nobody but God, because he saw how every day he was getting up, instilling these values and morals to his son, showing his son the right way, showing his son, being an example for his son, showing up, and not only that, being an inspiration to other people. And so before this investor presented itself to this man, there was so a whole lot of people laughing this man, clowning this man for doing what it is that he was doing, saying, man, we want to listen to you, man. We making money. You sitting up here making pennies. You know, what's pennies to what we making? It ain't nothing. These people counted this man out, but God counted him in. For a lot of you, it was not easy getting through what it is that you got through, because once you realize who was behind the mockery, once you realize who was behind the betrayals, it really pads you in your head, because you were just like, I don't understand why I'm going through this. I don't understand why it has to be me. And something, like I said, what you don't understand is you all had a choice. And I feel when the devil was trying to overcome you with these people that he was sending your way, he wanted to discourage you from staying the course and being on this journey. But like I said, you had a choice. And just as the devil was trying to encourage you and trying to detour you off your path, God was trying to keep you on it. And so he had to send in reinforcements as well, so that you would have the strength to endure and to continue to push forward. A lot of people didn't expect you to bounce back the way that you did. I'm telling you, they counted you out, but God counted you in. No one wanted you to be on their team. They didn't deem you as being worthy. They didn't see you as an asset. They didn't see your value. They didn't see your worth, and it wasn't for them to see, because quite frankly, these people weren't meant to go where it is that God was going to take you anyway. So a whole lot of people had to fall off by the boatload. Because see, in keeping the wrong people around you and with you, when you're on this journey and on this road to redemption, to salvation, and to success, it's almost as if people who started off with you, who probably are not going to go as far as you, will be envious of how far you go. But they didn't understand all the hell and the trials and tribulations and everything of which you had to go through and endure. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of these people were really up in their head and really hated you and despised you, because it's almost as if it's like, I know they don't think that they better than me. After all that it is that I said about them and how I did them, I know they don't think that they all that. How dare they go ahead and achieve this before me? How dare they go ahead and get married before me? How dare they go ahead and make 6 figures and run it up and become a multi-millionaire before me? How dare they become a home buyer, a homeowner before me? How dare they? How dare they become more successful than me? How dare they sit up here and beautify themselves and have a whole come up and glow up in life? How dare they? Who are they? Who are these people to sit up here and say anything about you? But see, for what you had to realize is, and people trying to go up against you and sabotage you because this is the mindset that they had, you have to pray for people like that, because the only reason why they did it was because they saw something in you that they didn't see in themselves. And they didn't like that it was you. A lot of people just wanted to continuously look down their nose at you, to have something to laugh at and judge. Life was their entertainment. But then it wasn't fulfilling anymore to laugh at you. It was like, let's go ahead and take notes. We need to sit back and take notes, because they doing it. And when you started winning big. I'm telling you, a lot of people didn't want you on your team, and they didn't want you on their team. They made you feel powerless. And it wasn't until God came to you and said, I'm recruiting people, for this mission, that I've created. I want you to be at the forefront. I want you to be my leader. You were at a point in your life where, like I said, nothing was working out for you. So you took this opportunity. And it's like these people saw, they had their own names for their team, and then they saw God's team appear on the scoreboard. And they're like, well, hold on, where did this team come from? They didn't put their submission in. The time for submissions, that period, that's closed. Where did this new team appear from? God was setting things up for you and you didn't even know it. He was setting things up for you so that the same people who sat up here and counted you out would have to see how he was going to rise you up in life. As he was creating his team, he wanted you to be the leader. He wanted you to be at the forefront. Now, all these people saw that you were the leader and they started joking and saying, oh man, we got this in the bag. I'm sitting up in here, asking all this type of stuff. I don't care. Look who they got leading the team. Look who they got leading the team. They ain't nobody. That was people thinking that they knew you. People thinking that if I break them, there's no way that they would be able to come back and bounce back from that. Thinking that they're bigger than God, wanting to control you. And half of them didn't even want to control you. They just wanted to be better than you. They wanted to show you up. Because they were in their heads, they was in a competition with you. No one else knew about this competition but them. All these people were saying things about you, trying to discourage you. Like, I don't even know, why would you even do this? Like, why would you even want that? Why would you set yourself up for embarrassment, for failure, for everybody to see? But you did what God told you to do. You said, listen, I want you to be the leader. It's not going to be easy starting out. But if you stick with me and you roll with me, I got a plan for you. And it's going to pay off for you in the end. And as you started to win, they was like, oh man, it ain't nothing. We'll get the next one. You started to win some more. People were still at that same spot that they were at when initially they were sitting up here and joking you and trying to discourage you from not moving forward in your purpose. But because they were stuck, they want to sabotage you, try to dig up dirt on you, trying to figure out how it is you know what you know, how it is that you rose to this stardom and rose to all this success at a short amount of time. It was like you cheated somewhere. You a fraud somewhere. Something got to be found out about you. Ain't no way that someone like you could get through what it is that you got through in a short amount of time that you did and then make it look easy. But they couldn't find out anything. What could they find when it was God that was leading you? When it was God that had his hand over your life? When it was God that was sitting up here protecting you? When it was God that gave you that anointing, that favor, those ideas, that strength to overcome? What are you going to find? You couldn't find anything. And being able to overcome these things that you did, it showed yourself just how strong you are. A lot of people counted you out, but God counted you in. And when he counted you in, there was nothing and no one who could go up against you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it always be the ones who count you out who end up needing a favor from you in the end. A lot of these people are very jealous. They're very envious of where you are at this stage in your life because they said so much, they did so much, wanted to look down on you, wanted to keep you in a certain category. A lot of these people, you had to back up from these people and exclude yourself from these groups that you tied yourself to. None of those friendships, none of those relationships was solid. None of them. And everybody had to see God's favor over your life. Didn't I tell you that? Everyone had to see how he rose you up because of all these opportunities that was on this path that he told you to embark on. Because of all the blessings and the rewards. But there was also a share of lessons, of losses, of experiences that was very trying times for you. You got up every day because you didn't lose heart. You didn't lose focus. You're being blessed. Blessed in a way that people couldn't even imagine. Like I said, an unexpected turn of events. See, whatever it is that they were saying and doing to you, they had to see it unexpectedly turn to work out in your favor. People don't know what to say. They don't know what to say. And for a lot of you, God was telling you, listen, you don't have anything to prove when I sit up here and I deliver you from these evil and treacherous people. You don't have anything to prove when you start stepping into these blessings, into this new phase of your life. You don't have anything to prove to these people because a lot of these people are going to hold grudges. It don't matter how many times you bless them, how you bless them. They don't want it to be you. They didn't want you to be. They will hate you that you even in that position to bless them. When this not right, this ain't right. Like, I don't care who is walking with me, who is for me. I'm going to move in good faith. I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to put good energy out into the world because I know that it's going to be returned back to me in some type of capacity. You didn't care about whatever it is that you gave the people that you ain't never got back. You don't care about all the love, all the support that you gave the people and they couldn't give it to you because God gave it to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? They counted you out, but God counted you in. It was an unexpected turn of events. And it all turned around in your favor. I ain't got no time for the fakes. My homies, the one who come past the gate, I'm whacking the weeds, cutting heads off of snakes. I'm hungry, I'm eating right off your plate. I want it, I'm on it, it's mine for the take. I'm stagnant, a magnet, I'm staying in place. The reason I'm popping is all off of hate. The reason I'm popping is all off of hate. See, they thought, okay, well, let's go ahead and excommunicate this person about this group. Let me go ahead and you thinking that you're going to get married before me. Let me go ahead and have sex with your husband. And you thinking that you're going to do this. You're thinking that you're going to be better. Let me go ahead and try to figure out a way that I can steal from you. Or you think that you're smart, or you think that you're better, or you think that you know about what it is that you're saying. Let me go ahead and bring this person and bring this person and bring this person. We all going to watch you. Let's see what everybody else say. That is actually what got people to look at you in a different light. You see what I'm saying about when the way that God will allow things to work up in your life, when people think that they being so smart and being evil towards you and being treacherous and conniving and two-timing towards you, he will sit up here and work out a plan that at the end of the day, this plan is to get you to where it is that he wants you to be in life. To have people view you the way that he views you. But in them doing whatever it is that they were doing, what they actually did was sat up here and made you a household name. You have that unwavering faith that nobody can't shake you, that they can't break you. And that's what a lot of people are seeing. They thought that they knew you, but they really didn't. An unexpected turn of events for the one who kept their faith, for the one who stayed grounded, for the one who remained true. The reason you're popping is all off of hate. These people hate you so bad because they said so much, but nobody made them say that. They really could have kept their mouth shut. But you got to let people do, like I say, what they feel like they big and bad enough to do. But they can't get mad because you made something of yourself. And now whatever it is that they said about you, it don't stick to you no more. Now they trying to just have their eyes glued to you to try to figure out if they can find something else to say about you. Some other lie that they can make up. Some other plan that they can concoct to go up against you. These people going to get put in their place. I keep trying to tell you. God told you stay in place. I'm going to put your enemies in theirs. You ain't got to worry about that. You just remain focused. For a lot of you, these groups that you had to back away from were people that honestly you outgrew. You know, when you are going through a transition and you are on this journey and you're learning things about yourself, what you started to realize is not only that these people are not for you and that they never had your back, but this wasn't the group that you should have been rolling with to begin with. You got no time for the fakes. And every single last person that you was around in your past was a fake. And for you, there's no self-imposed restriction. So you're no longer in your head. Your devil can no longer attack you in that area because you get up every day and you fight. You get up every day and you fight to overcome that spiritual warfare. You get up every day and you fight to overcome those evil and demonic attacks that's being sent your way. A whole lot of people wanted to take you out. They did. They say, you know what? I can't beat them. If I can't join them, they not going to have it. Come hell or high water, they ain't going to have it. I don't want them to step into it. And like I said, God told you stay in your place. I'm going to put your enemies in theirs because who are they to tell me what you ain't going to have? They counted you out, but God counted you in. Some of these people are clueless, but I don't even understand why you're so clueless. Do you not believe? And I tell you all the time, if you don't believe now, or if you probably didn't believe back then, you're going to go through something up in your life that's going to make you believe. We all got to go through things in our life and situations and upheavals and trials and tribulations that's going to determine and really test our faith. I keep trying to tell you that. We all have choices. You just chose to surrender and change and embark on this journey. No matter what it is that you lost, no matter what circumstance you went through, you kept calling on him. Just like Job kept holding on and kept calling on God and never cursed God's name, through everything that it is that you went through, you remained dutiful. You kept remaining positive. Don't you know a whole lot of people can't do that? Even some of these people who went up against you, you would think that they're strong enough because they act this way because of how they treated you. But if they were to go through half of the things that you went through, they wouldn't have made it out. But this is why I tell you to pray for them, because half of them going to go through it anyway because of what they sent your way and how they treated you and how they came up against you. No one from back then was for you. And these people know it. They could act clueless and dumbfounded all they want about why you don't want to deal with them, why you stop being friends with them. They could come up with lies all they want to save face. In the end, the truth will be revealed. And your life is showing that. Because whatever it is that people were saying, it's like, hold on. Well, how's this person or the things that you say and their life ended up like this? Well, people don't just wake up and be like that. People don't just wake up and know these things to be able to talk like that. And you saying that they was this and they was doing this and they was doing that. Half of the time, some of these people was watching you because of what was being said about you. Because no one could stop you. And that's what they realizing now. You so weak, but you made it through everything that they sent your way. You so weak, but you made it through everything. You got through it. You found the positive in the little things. You understand what I'm saying? These people that counted you out were some of the very same people that needed your help. Some, it would suffice if all you did was just be friends with these people. But how can you go and be friends? How can you ever want to be around a person who sat up here and did the absolute most to go up against you and they don't even have a reason? See, what people are realizing, like I said, he hitting it on all levels about how people talked about you, about how you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. You can't just judge it by its cover. You got to open it up. You got to read it. Then you have to comprehend what it is that you just read. Everybody is learning something about going up against you. And a big piece of it is in seeing how your life turned around after everything that you went through. The evil couldn't kill you. It couldn't take you out. That hatred and that envy, it didn't keep you down. They wanted you dead, but God deemed your life worth saving. They wanted you broke, but God made you rich. He gave you stability. Gave you a new opportunity. Gave you a chance at life again. They wanted you out your mind, but God got you on this journey to heal. Heal from the pain, from the betrayals, heal. You ain't got to reveal everything, but you need to heal so that you can move forward in life. I tell you, when you hold on to something of what your person has done to you, you allow that person to keep power over you. You know, because you become so consumed, and that's going to lead to something else further and further and further down the pigeonhole. Heal from it. Know that tomorrow is another day. There's going to be another day after that and another day after that. For you to better yourself, work on your body, work on your mind, work on your spirit. Ask God to make you whole, to make you new again. So you can have a taste for life again. So you can be happy again. So you can get back to achieving your goals. Get your life back on track. The further and further that you focus on what a person done for you is time taken away from what you can be invested into getting along further on your journey and investing into moving in your purpose and getting your life to the next level that it needs to be on. He counted you out, but God counted you in. A lot of people are realizing that. A lot of people are realizing they already knew they was wrong. This is why he had to lie to cover it up. A person ain't got a lie to cover nothing up if it's right. They know it was wrong. So you have to let a person get on their journey, and you had to get on yours. You had to cut people off. You had to back up from these groups, and you had to focus on what it is that God was calling you to do. Being on this road and being on this journey, it was a long, enduring road. It was not easy. You had to put in work. You had to put in effort. But the closer that you got to your destination, it inspires you to keep moving. Like, it's like, I can't give up now. God didn't bring me this far to leave me, so I'm not going to turn my back and give up now. It's like I'm so close to fulfilling my life's purpose. This was the plan, to move with purpose, to move in your purpose. So you can't be afraid to face the world when you're called. Because many are called upon, few are chosen. You weren't afraid, against all odds, to face the world in order to fulfill your God-given purpose and right to receive these blessings that he wanted to bring your way. These God-given talents that was given to you, these abilities to help others. You let your light shine bright and you let it lead you on a totally different path. Seeing that you got heart. Knock me down, I'ma get back up. Talk about me, I'ma show you up. Hurt me, it's okay. Just sit back and watch me boss up. You counted me out, but God counted me in. Kept your faith. No matter what was placed, no matter what obstacle, no matter what plot, plan, trick, or scheme, you kept your faith. You had heart, and you didn't give up. They have to see you in all your glory and stepping into all your victory. After having these wicked plans for you and planning them behind your back and then talking about it behind your back and laughing at it with other people. I'm telling you something that I know not to trigger you. When you are on this path, you are going to go through things where people are going to isolate you. The people are going to alienate themselves from you. They're going to pull back from you. They're going to do things to go up against you because of your light. Truly, I've been through the storm and rain. How many people went up against you? How many people talked about you? How many people, like I said, pushed you down, kicked you down? Truly, you've been through the storm and rain. You know everything about heartache and pain. That didn't hurt you to your core? To know that a whole bunch of people that was supposed to be your family, supposed to be your friends, none of them supported you? But God carries you through it all. Without his protection, you surely fall. You better act like you know. I've been broke without a dime to my name, but all my bills got paid cause I called on Jesus' name. You better act like you know. Go ahead and hashtag God paid it. Hashtag won't God do it. I know how hard it was. But let me tell you something. God's rejection from these people entering into your life is what he was protecting you from. From these people being able to have access to your blessings is what he was protecting you from. Now the enemy was trying to work behind the scenes to make sure that you experience certain rejections as well when it came in areas of love, of finances, of career. So yeah, you went through the trenches, you went through it, but who got you through it? Yeah, they counted you out, but God counted you in, because God built you up in a way where no one would be able to break you down again. And this is why it was so harsh and trying for you in the beginning, because he had to get you to be tough about some things, to develop thick skin. Everybody's not going to be for you. And even when I bless you and take you to where it is that I want you to be, it does not mean that you go back to these people and feel like you have something to prove to people who did not want you to have it. This is the whole reason, case in point, I delivered you from these people and I took you where it is that I wanted you to be, for you to be an inspiration to others of what happens when you get on this path and when you remain dutiful, faithful, consistent, and gracious. Move in good faith. Move with integrity. Do people right. Treat people as you want to be treated. If you don't want nobody to sit up here and undercut and shortchange you, why would you keep doing it to someone else who was nothing but loving to you? I'm telling you, a lot of these people, when the opportunity is presented to them, they're not going to know what to say. This is why some people are not going to come back to face you, especially those who know that they tried you the most, did the most. They're going to choke up on their words. People had an outer body experience just like you had an outer body experience. But let me tell you something, how yours worked out for you. God showed you everything. It's like you was there in the room. It's like you was there in the house. It's like you was there when they was pillow talking with these people. God placed you in that bedroom. He placed you in that living room. He placed you wherever these people were that was talking about you. Some things he held back from you. He won't put no more on you than you can bear. Some of y'all, it cut you already with what you had to know, but you knew that you couldn't deal with these people no more. As for these people, they had an outer body experience as to go back. You know how some people catch amnesia, like they forget what it is that they've done and what others have done for them. So he took them back. You remember when this person sat up here and did this? Look what you went up here and did to this person. Let me show you how it is that you've affected them. God showed these people how bad they hurt you. And these people were up in their head like the very thing that you was crying about is what they laughed about. You're going to get to what it is that God has for you because of what you put out into the world, how you treated people. And see, he made these people see you sat up here and you did this to the wrong person. I hope it was worth it. I hope it fulfilled you, and I hope that this gets you everything that you want in life. Because when you look back over it, you're going to wish that you would have done this person better. It was a way to go about things. The bottom line is there's a way to go about things. People ain't got to believe in the plans that God has for you. They don't have to know the plans that God has for you. But it's not for them to sit up here and have you doubt the plans that God has for you because of how they treating you. Now you taking it a step too further you taking it somewhere that they need to go. And that's what these people did. They don't have a reason. If you ask them, they don't have a reason. They don't know why. They don't know why they hate you. They jump on the bandwagon, heard some about you, know how you used to move. Oh, well, I guess that's the reason. But like I say, they all seeing now how God sat up here and, like I said, turned everything to work in your favor. It was an unexpected turn of events. They kicked you down, but you got right back up. They counted you out, but God counted you in. And until next time, I want y'all to stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all. You already know. If you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, life example, you already know that you got it in me. I come with that real, never that fake. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it a buck with you. You already know I'm your sister. You already know I'm that shoulder that you can lean on, that you can cry on. And continue to reach one, teach one, tell a friend to tell a friend, bring others to the JC game. And until next time, never let nobody see you sweat. And y'all stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.